The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, what a year they're having. They've run up the best record in the NBA with some absolutely flawless performances. They've been a fun team to watch over the first half of the season. And with some time here to spare, let's talk leadership in the NBA. Kenny, who would you say are the best leaders on the floor in the league?
Wow. Well, obviously, the great Tim Duncan in the San Antonio Spurs with his leadership with Greg Popovich. They're the top of the list. You know, I also like Kevin Durant. You know, Kevin Durant's leadership is probably unparalleled or underrated, I would say, from his position.
We're here in California's capital, Sacramento, and a look here at the Capitol building. Greetings, everyone, from Sacramento. The Kings playing host to a Western Conference affair here in the capital of California. Phoenix right now in the middle of a road trip. The injury to the electrifying guard, Rajon Rondo. That's the story here, Clark. He is out.
Well, it's going to be a few weeks until he's back, but that's not as bad as it could have been. It could have been much worse. In the end, given the way it looked when he was helped off the court last game, I think he'd consider that good news.
I don't think there's any doubt. You know, when you watch that live, that injury seemed to be far worse. So, still, small comfort for him having to sit these next few weeks out, but hopefully he'll be back soon.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. They've got Warner, Booker out there, Bledsoe. Then there's Mirza Teletovic, and it's Len in at the center position. Here's Bledsoe following the basket by Freak. Bledsoe passes to Teletovic. Off target with his three. On offense here are the Kings. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
The thing I took away from that game was just how dominant they were on the backboard.
Well, it would have been hard not to see how dominant they were based on the numbers. I mean, they just completely dominated the play.
Here's Bledsoe following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. So it's Sacramento. Gay left side. Pass to Freak. Sacramento moving it around. Collison against Bledsoe. A nice shot by Collison.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Here's Teletovic after Darren Collison's bucket. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Teletovic. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
No good from Bledsoe.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
Idea back to this one, all right? Let's go.
And both free throws good from Freak.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Len with a screen on Collison. Teletovic in the corner. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Teletovic has got his first 3 points of the game. For the Phoenix Suns, they come into this one following a loss to the Nuggets.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with the road win.
So it's Phoenix now. The Kings getting the bucket. Bledsoe with him. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Denver.
Yeah, he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor. Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one.
And Cousins gets it to go.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Here's Teletovic. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish. Somebody forgot how to finish.
And Freak throws it down.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
It's up a three. Teletovic misses.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter. Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
Come on, fellas, we got to pick up the pace. If we see an open look, we got to take it. We have to make them play at our tempo.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, George Karl had some advice for the team, and that asking him to be the key man in the offense. It's not something they ask of him every game, but when they do, he can usually handle it. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Now, here's Hansbrough. And right now, he's averaging about 7 points a game.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
And he gets it to go.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, for quality looks at the rim, that's fueling this run.
Now, here's Knight. 17 points in his last outing. And he gets it to go.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Freak. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Knight into the lane. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Malinelli, he's checked in for Darren Collison. Here's Caspi. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's the screen. And a wide open look for Freak. And there's the call on Shanks. That is his first foul of the game.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
The Kings have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And that one falls for Cauley Stein. 17 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now, here is Knight. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. From deep. So as we end the first quarter, already a double. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. That's what I pride myself on. You know, some nights you're not going to get the ball, but you still can be effective on the floor. Whether that's rebounding, playing defense, hustling, trying to create extra shots for your team. Whatever it is necessary that I feel like help my team get a win.
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
Freak in at point guard. Rudy Gay is out there with Caspi. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's Cousins in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Here is Caspi, and that one's good. Freak's got 17.
He was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome America's best team crew, your Sacramento Kings game team.
In the action, let's look at the stats for Freak. First in scoring, first in three-point shooting, and he's right there among the most efficient in our league, third overall in field goal percentage.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Darren Collison, he's checked in for Sacramento. And the Suns making a change here as well. Len's checked in. To the paint, deflects the pass, and stolen by Cousins. Here's Freak, and another 3 for Sacramento.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run, passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Bledsoe. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Here's Sacramento. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks put on a show. He ended up with 44 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
And here's Collison. Brandon Knight getting it to go from deep. Doubled by Knight. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up from the top of the key. That one wide left.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And let's take this opportunity to show you the shooting guards with the highest percentage from the floor over the last month. You look at Freak, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Devin Booker, even more impressive.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
Boy, it does smooth things out for a team to have a two-guard like one of the guys we're seeing there. I mean, you don't need to draw up anything fancy for these fellas. Just all in isolation, and they'll get you something good.
Suns trail by 16. Jackson kicks to Knight. Here's Booker. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got his third assist on the night. Sacramento's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. The drive by Gabe. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of range.
The Kings shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Sacramento. Phoenix also making some changes. Hansbrough's checked in for Len. T.J. Warren comes in for Booker. And it's Archie Goodwin in for Brandon Knight. And that one falls for Cousins. Suns trail by 17. Jackson dishes to Seraphin. There's a good screen. And it's Goodwin in the corner. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Freak kicks to Asa. Goodwin with a steal. On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Collison. Hansbrough misses. Kings leading now by 15. To the wing on the left. There's Freak. Hits it from 3-point range. Freak's got 25 points in the game.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Goodwin passes to Seraphin. Misses in close.
Now that's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Feeds it to Goodwin. A three-pointer is right on target. Goodwin's got 7.
They're having much more success here in the second after missing on a few chances that they had earlier. They've locked in and zoned in here now.
Now here's Freak. He's got 25. To the middle. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And now it's 27 points for Freak. Suns trail by 17. Outside Jackson. There's the pick. Inside. It's tipped and stolen by Cousins. An even 3-on-3 break. Casey's shot is good.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Now, here's Goodwin. He's tightly guarded. It's tipped. And now it's Collison running. He can go all the way. Drops in the breakaway layup. And the Kings lead by 21.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots. And quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Kings on top, just dominating this one. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. We've been strong on D, and it's a huge key to where we're at right now. Our defense leads to offense, and that sort of energy is what's getting it done. Now I'll give credit where credit is due. We've taken very good care of the basketball. Turnovers were scarce, and we need to keep it that way. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
Kings leading now by 21 on the court for the Suns. Oren is out there with Mirza Teletovic. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Alex Len. And it's Booker in at the 2. And the shot is good. Ace has got his team on the board first here in the second half of the Kings. And here's Bledsoe. The 10-footer. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's Bledsoe after Darren Collison's bucket. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
For Phoenix, they have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Teletovic. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Sacramento's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Back to Gay. He kicks to Cousins. Here's Ace, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
The Kings have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And the wide-open shot from Collison. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. 8 points for Darren Collison. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. Number 1, the Kings.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
Kufas checked in for the Kings. Cauley Stein comes in for Quincy Acey. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Wasted no time on that one. And it's 6 points for Eric Bledsoe.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Pass to Freak. Back to Collison. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. 5 to shoot. Stolen by Len. Now Bledsoe. He's got 6. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Booker. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep. and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Good. And that's now 10 points for Collison.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Here's Bledsoe following the basket by Freak. That's good.
You know, he's got that beat speed, phenomenal speed. I mean, those kind of wide open buckets, they can come in bunches for him.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Taking a look at Sacramento. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball. Phoenix just way behind.
And right now for Phoenix, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
Yeah, and that's got to be terribly discouraging for them. I mean, I know how badly they wanted to contend for a playoff spot, but it's just not happening.
Here's Bellinelli after Eric Bledsoe's score. And Caspi kicks the free. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific punch time run here.
And here comes Bellinelli leading the fast break. Finished off the break. Bellinelli's got his first 2 points of the night.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside to make them beat you from deep. Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Freak kicks to Kufis. A second chance effort, and it's good on the way in.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Here's Booker, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 5 assists in the game. Freak dishes to Bellinelli. Cauley Stein passes to Freak. There's the feed to Bellinelli. Kicks to Freak. Chandler with the steal. And now it's Knight running. He can go all the way. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball both ends.
And he has just been in the flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Booker. And it's off from three-point range. Sacramento's done a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Chandler with the steal. Bledsoe kicks to Knight. Here's Booker. Kufis. With the block. And he's able to get it back. Knight dishes to Booker. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Yes, Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter. And here are the Kings now. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand. And Caspi kicks to Cauley Stein. Here's Freak. Another three for Sacramento.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Knight for three. Shot misses. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Kings ahead, running away with it. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Suns shooting reasonably well, 45%. We've got Kufis. Collison is out there with Roberson. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's AC in at the power forwards position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
A drive by Collison. That's good.
They're going to change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Jackson against Collison. Hits the mark. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Kings.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight.
Teams changing it up here. Sacramento's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the three ball well. Chandler with the steal. Looking to get back on track here. And Bledsoe puts it in.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there. I tell you, I know I've never coached, but man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Bledsoe can't get that one to drop. For Sacramento, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Kings.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys.
Gentlemen,
they match up so well.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I'd have to believe the sweep will be in order.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Freak. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Warren's checked in for Archie Goodwin. Shot clock at 6. Roberson the pass to Freak. No good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Jackson dishes to Knight. They double in with Freak. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Knight.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Now here's Freak. Guarded by Jackson. Again, the miss by the Kings. And here are the Suns now. Knight kicks to Warren. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. It only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
DeMarcus, certainly some quality assists and passing from you all night. Was that a focus for you?
Yeah, and that's something Coach been telling me to do, and some of my teammates as well. Just go out there and set the tempo.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
He was dazzling tonight, guys. Even his opponents were looking at him going, wow, you're terrible.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.